Hey going guys, welcome to my channel, welcome to CommonClass. My name's Josh, I'm here in Sydney, Australia. Just doing a couple of reaction videos, you know, jumping in the scene. This one here, I'm going to be doing Dundee's Undertow. It's a track he released a couple of days ago, about a week ago. Dundee I like, I've followed him since the battle rap days. Really used to run Grindtime TV or Got Beef, I can't remember. Both were running pretty similar back with Cursor and 360 and whatnot. Check them out. Yeah, shout out to Greeley, shout out to all the boys that upped the scene back then. That was a real hectic time, you know, gave us the art of the likes of 360 and Cursor and Dundee. Like Dundee I used to watch hard too, back when he used to drink more than a person should. But no, Dundee's repping Hobart down in Tasmania, and yeah, this is the newest track. He dropped off the scene for a bit, and when he came back with a, you know, a bit of music. My previous video I think was Shadow from Shine from Dundee, and this one's off his new album. I am pretty sure they released it through THC TV. Shout out boys. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Undertow is from his new album Phoenix. Yeah, check it out, it's on sale now. And yeah, without further ado, I've got some drink left. Have a drink with me. Cheers boys, and let's get into it. Just a quick thing about Dundee too, I really feel he's got a good voice for music. I feel like he auto-tunes himself too much, or I don't know where the go is there, but from Shadows from Shine, he can melody his voice very well. He's got a very good, he can hit a couple of tones, and not as confident as he should be. And this one I feel he's going to get back on his vocals and acoustics. The guy can play guitar, it's awesome. I feel lately too, with Shadows from Shine, like Dundee's coming back on his real talk. Like this right now, even from what I can see with the cinematics and him sitting on the water with a guitar, he's gonna be saying something close to the heart, you know what I mean? Like he looks like he's come back from a battle or something. Like he dropped off the scene for a bit, whether I wasn't watching or whatever it was, but I didn't notice him for a while there, and then he's come back with a few tracks, and it looks like he's been through some things. I'm not sure, but
I was acting so triumphant, but couldn't catch a break. So was that an act of fate, or just a culmination of what my actions make? So I can close my eyes, it takes me away to that happy place. It used to be the home that we made, but turns out all that was a masquerade. Last year was a tough one, I sat back and watched my marriage break. Self-medicate for my problems, but the drugs are making me exacerbate. Out on the town, gonna smash for days. If they looked at me wrong, then I smashed the face. Knocked a few gronks out, but my best mate did the same thing. I got locked by the magistrate. Shit, I guess I dodged some bullets, cause I've been swinging punches, trying to keep my cool until they call me out. That's when I bring the ruckus. When I was...
he takes me as I've said it before. Spoke with him live on Instagram one night. He was with Omac and Complete and a couple of the other boys, really in that. And when he got on the feed, he was real humble. Do you know what I mean? Like he came across such a nice bloke, but he also comes across as a guy you don't fuck with. Do you know what I mean? Like he'll be humble right up until the point where he won't be anymore. Like if you push him, if you come at him, the motherfucker's gonna come back. Do you know what I mean? He ain't gonna take shit. If you want to come at him, fine, let's go. Do you know, he won't start the fight, but fuck, he's coming with fire.
Feeling down, I had to use the drugs as a pick-me-up. Wake up in the morning, I hit the poison. That's just the shit that I did to function. In the clutches of addiction, hungered for a different substance that'd give me comfort. Then I lost myself into the waves again and had to take a breath as I begin to plunge.
Coming back to quickly where he said about his marriage breakdown.
We made, but turns out all that was a masquerade. Last year was a tough one, I sat back and watched my marriage break. So
when he wake up, touch the drugs and whatnot now, like I feel bad for the cunt. Like I said, he said it's a tough year. But did his marriage break down because he hit the drugs, or did he hit the drugs because his marriage broke down? I got a history with drugs. I think anyone you come across in the scene and whatnot might have like a few stories to tell, but this one seems rough, man. Like
Self-medicate for my problems, but the drugs are making me exacerbate. Out on the town, getting smashed for days. If they looked at me wrong, then I smashed the face. Knocked a few gronks out, but my best mate did the same thing. I got locked by the magistrate. Shit, I guess I dodged some bullets, cause I've been swinging punches, trying to keep my cool until they call me out. That's when I bring the ruckus. When I was feeling down, I had to use the drugs as a pick-me-up. Wake up in the morning, I hit the poison. That's just the shit that I did to function.
The one thing about it, but once you get in that life, you think you're hitting the drugs and it's making you feel better, but you don't realize that it's the drugs that's making you cause the problems. Do you know what I mean? The drugs become the problem, but you're taking them to self-medicate because of the stress that are caused by the problems. But then it's a vicious cycle. Do you know what I mean? Like, it goes round and round. It's drugs are no good for no one, bro, no matter what you're taking.
In the clutches of addiction, hungry for a different substance that'll give me comfort. Then I lost myself into the waves again, and that
Lost myself into the waves again. That's a mad line. That's exactly what happens. You end up losing yourself and forgetting even why you got on it, forgetting who you were. Lose yourself into the waves, into the ocean, into the vastness. That's
in the clutches of addiction, hungered for a different substance that'll give me comfort. Then I lost myself into the waves again, and had to take a breath as I begin to plunge, telling me to rise above. I was slowly sinking under, so God bless my daughter, cause we all gotta live for something. So I held my breath before I sank below, trying to stay afloat, caught in the undertow. And so I held my breath before I sank below.
I just gotta say, like, I don't know if it's just my ear, but like, I'd like to say that I have a semi-ear for notes. Do you know what I mean? Like, especially for singers, I can't really sing, but I can hear the note that I'm trying to hit, if that makes sense. But Dundee's got a voice. I don't know how to use it. I don't know how he could make the most of it, but he auto-tunes it too much. Like, I don't know if it's a confidence thing, I don't know what, but you don't need that much auto-tune. You've got a certain, like, ness about your voice, whatever that ness is. Do you know what I mean?
Trying to stay afloat, caught in the undertow. I was 14 years old when I first jumped up on a stage trying to catch fame. 6 years from the last LP, and 17.
That's what I thought. About 6 years since his last LP, and he hasn't done a lot of little things. Yeah.
Years in this rap game, thought this would be the easy option, my way of avoiding a rap race. But the gravity of it'll weigh down on your frame to the point that your back breaks. I remember thinking at the reunion, this is everything I hope to do. Standing on stage where they chanted my name, and I thought to myself that I'd broken through. Spent most of my life trying to reach that peak, but if I only knew that when you get to the top and you look back down on it all, it's a lonely view. I went from one of my greatest moments, a month later I was laying broken, from one of the pinnacles in my career into the lowest point in my state of motion. My opening round was like a fabled omen that could see the future that my fate foreboded. When I dropped a verse about his mental health, when the battle was finished, that was my main opponent. Minute of silence for the love that we lost. I had to take a moment. All the friends of mine I saw laid to rest. Now my relationship had the same emotions. She was having trouble staying focused, and I was having trouble staying sober. The same debates for where the blame was placed. We both made mistakes, but I'm trying to gain atonement. I remember sitting there at my dad's house when he gave me some stern advice. He was 14 when his old man dropped dead, so we dropped out of school, started working night. Said bad things happening to everybody. We feel the pain and it hurts inside. When we get knocked down, have to jump back up, keep moving forward, not desert the grind. Now I'm heading in the state on an early flight, with some money in my bank and a verse to rhyme. Cause I'm 33 and I'm certain I don't wanna be living at my mum's when I'm 35. I ain't asked for a perfect life. We all end up in the dirt sometime. I just hope when it comes to an end that the destination's been worth the ride. And so I held my...
That is a sick line. I hope when we... Wait.
No, I don't want to be living at my mum's when I'm 35. I ain't asked for a perfect life. We all end up in the dirt sometime. I just hope when it comes to an end that the destination's been worth the ride.
I hope when it comes to the end that the destination was worth the ride. That's
my breath before I sank below, trying to stay afloat, caught in the under.
That that camera angle there is so personal, is so intimate in a sense. Like, I'm funny with sort of personal space, especially right now with coronavirus and all that bullshit going on. I'm not what you would call germaphobe, but at the same time, you don't come in my space. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if you've watched Rick and Morty and whatnot. There's one episode there where it's a dimensional cable where there's one bloke just number one.
We get a 1, personal space. 2, personal space. 3, stay out of my personal space. 4, keep away from my personal space.
And that camera angle there sort of, it's like you're like really like, you know, you're there with him. You can't get more intimate than that without actually coming up and fucking kissing him. Do you know what I mean? It really does show like how close to the heart this is, like how close to him, like he's really trying to come out.
Trying to stay afloat, caught in the undertow.
And just there at the end, like you can see, he all the way through the video, you can just see like he just looks not broken, but at the same time, like he's just defeated, trying to real place. Like he's coming from somewhere raw, and that's why I like Dundee. Dundee just comes across as such a humble bloke. Fuck, it sounds like it's been a rough year for him. Do you know what I mean? Lost his missus and all that. He's got a kid to think about. He's got money to make. He's got a life to live and whatnot. Like sounds like he's doing better, but he keeps saying like he doesn't want to be at his parents' place by 35. Like who does? The last 2 tracks I've come across with him that he's come back out with, he seems to be nothing but stories. As sensitive as I want to be, like coming back from when I used to watch him years ago on battle raps and that, he was a heavy set bloke. He added some size to him. I mean, he looked like a big drink and all that. He's come back and he looks like a shadow of himself. I don't mean to offend by even saying that. Just it feels like that's what he's touching on with shadows from Shine and shadows of what he, like, I don't, you know, it's not a hard rap. It's not anything. It's just storytelling, and that's what I love about Aussie rap. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Comment down below if you got any anyone you want to shout out, any local guys, anyone doing some gigs around, or staying this long if you have. As I progress,